This is the back cut. You can see it starting to move. I had to stop the chainsaw and try to use my hand saw to do the rest of the cutting.
Okay, I hear cracking. It's gonna come down.
Okay, alright.
As I noticed, there was a nylon sling that was still hanging on this right limb, and I had to rig that because I didn't want to cut the orange rope to the left there. So I had to just move it out of the way temporarily, and now I realize I had to get that thing out of there before it starts to pull. Did you see what I did there? I just barely tugged on the rope, and that's enough to send the rest of the branch down. Amazing. I wanted to avoid the fence that was directly or nearby where I was felling that branch. So of course we have to rig it in a way that makes that possible. Coming down from any tree is probably one of the funner parts, to free fall and just hang. Time for a photo op. Shao and I, my trusted assistant, we're taking a few pictures just because we thought it was pretty cool that that log was hanging in midair. You know, you have to have some fun too when you do these kinds of work. It's really labor intensive, and so when you are able to laugh and just cool off a little bit and just talk about life with others who are on your crew, that's pretty cool too. It's also very nice to have an assistant who can just help you strap up and cut down on some of the prep work required. My spurs were broken, and so whoever invented duct tape, thank you very much. It works. Here I'm using a chest, or connected to the harness, a knee ascender. I thought I would put a right foot ascender, but it didn't work out well, as well as a left hand ascender. So there are 3 points of contact on that mean climbing rope at any given time. How these ascenders work is that once you pull the rope up, it doesn't go backwards, and so you are held there at your waist, where most of the weight is. All that extra rope from down here doesn't look very clean, but as long as I know where everything is, all my lanyards, the rigging rope, even down to where my CB radio is.
Hey, give me a... I need to untangle this. Help me figure this out.
That's probably one of the more frustrating points, is when things are tangled, when things are not going the way you want, when you need an extra carabiner or just a towel to wipe off the sweat on your head because it was 90 plus degrees that day, and my assistant Shao did get sunburned. Once I am in the tree, what I look for is the right angle at which cut wherever I need to cut, whatever notch I need to notch out. And when you have extra lines to position you, extra lanyards, that helps. It helps you cut at an angle, even upside down. without worrying, because you do trust your gear very much. Each of these ropes can handle about 5,000 pounds of weight. And so unless I gain a lot of pounds, I don't think I have much to worry. While I'm waiting, let's give credit to Cesar, who is doing an excellent job on the camera work.
Shows on. Make it a face cut.
I mark the bark to make sure that the two sides of that hinge align. It's not that much effort to do, and it could save a whole lot of headache later.
So I have to go over here. Alright. This will go in here. Flip. I'm gonna be a little chicken and hide because you never know where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna go over here. Look, hold on. Starting the back truck of this lift in 15 seconds.
Copy that, over.
Stuck. I really thought that the weight of that limb would just send itself through those branches.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna talk through the radio right now. Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, now start the engine and slowly back up. When you see this, that means just tap your thing back, okay?
Okay.
pull the rope. It's gonna lift this branch, and Cesar's gonna swing it over. There you go. You might not even need it. Go over here, this way. Pop it right here. Hold on, Shao. See,
Maybe you can make it.
maybe you can make it. All right, just walk it over, and careful not to. Try. All right. There we go. We're good. Nice job, crew.
Yeah, this part here, I'm just gonna look as cool and macho as possible. Yeah, come on, let's cut up these dogs. Yeah. Oh, me, caveman. What a magnificent point of view. For most people, I think you would feel a lot of anxiety in your gut right now. I think that in life, when we are full of stress and anxiety, we spend a lot of our energy fighting that anxiety. For example, when I'm up there, if I feel like I will fall, I will fight to not fall and spend all my energy there. However, if I just trust the gears, trust the system, trust that others will guide me. Take my hand, my friend. Let me lead the way. You can trust in my faith if I believe in a spiritual being. That oftentimes alleviate all that misdirected energy so that you can focus on the important things in life. Anxiety, stress, fears, these are some of the most self-restricting emotions we all have.
Alright. Now tie this tight to the skin. Yep, just like how we did it earlier.
So this one right here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Woo! Tiresome when you're up here. But when you can feel like you can just do this and relax a little bit, it helps.
Yep. I think she's throwing some water.
This is the fun part, Cesar. Watch. Just keep recording. Watch.
Okay.
This rope isn't as smooth as the other one. When Shao brings it in, it's gonna go up. Okay, it's not going this way. It's gonna go up. Shao, you're gonna go backwards, so it's gonna go up, right?
Okay.
And then it's gonna eventually unhinge right here, and then just go like this.
Okay.
Bye.
there are better ways to cut so that they don't get caught up on each other like this, because then I don't have to do this part, which can get dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Come my way.
Here we have the last major stem attached to the main stem that would be felled separately. I am doing a face cut from the underneath side. And then do the back cut from the top.
Hey, Cesar. You should get out of the way. Because he's gonna send this one down. Come on. Oh, it's stuck.
Oh man, are you kidding me? Not again. Keep in mind that these limbs are securely tied, so much of the weight is being held by the rope. And it's not free falling, it's not going to catch me in weird ways that I cannot anticipate. And so I try to stretch out my arm just in case anything happens.
Whoa!
I was pretty confident that sawing that through would just make that, the weight would just bring that entire thing down.
Good one.
Yeah. I'm getting that chainsaw.
Yeah.
Exactly where we want it.
Ready.
I don't know if it's just the end of the day, but this stem was particularly hard to fell. see it stopped right here. It was tricky because the back side of where I want to fell is actually weighted more, but at the same time the tree itself had an angle to it, so I felt like it would topple fairly easy, and it's not. So we had to put a little bit more strength into the pole from the mini skid steer, and here I wanted to cut into the hinge as closely as possible without cutting through it. That's quite an art, so that there aren't as much wood fibers pulling all that weight to keep it upright. Right now, gravity wants to take it down. It's just being held by the smallest wood fibers that I am cutting through at the moment.
It's coming. Go. It's ready. It's ready. It's going right now, Valang. It's going.
That's a big. Stop. Yeah.
A quality high-end mini skid steer like this Toro Dingo can lift as much as 1,000 pounds of weight. So that piece of wood that you see here is roughly 700-800 pounds, and it's carrying it with ease. And so we are able to load my trailer here, which has a 13 or 13 to 15,000 pounds of payload capacity, and let's say a log weighs right around 800 pounds. So technically you could put 15 to 20 logs onto that trailer, no problem. I mean, some problem, but that's a lot of weight, isn't it? My two trusted helpers, Shao and Cesar here, are strapping it to a chain tied to the tree behind us. Ash is a dense, durable hardwood ideal for furniture, flooring, and wood turning. Baseball bats, tool handles. And off we go. Woohoo! Let's get all that wood out of here! So instead of ending up as waste, this wood becomes material for tiny homes, cabin constructions, and other custom woodworking. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you on the canopy of the next tree job. Take care.